Hello again, friends, and you are my friends. Welcome to your post-game show. I am your host, Mr. Gov. I'm not looking forward to discussing this actually. What do we think? What do we make? What have we thought? Whatever your opinion this afternoon, this evening, whenever you're watching this, whether you've seen it live, whether you've seen it on catch up, whether you've heard it on the radio, whatever it is, this is your space to come on if you want to come on the show and have your say and let the world know what you think in your own words. Link is in the chat to join me. Or you can use our live chat, which many of you have already done. So, but that was rather weak, was it not? Although if you look at the match stats, and the match stats only tell one story, 15 shots, but only 2 on target, 11 attempts out of the box. Are we working the ball into the box enough? Are we managing to create those chances? I think we all know the answer there, but I'd love to hear what you think and what you feel. The show is, of course, partnered with Match Bingo and Stowmarket Osteopaths. A little bit more about them a little bit later on. David says, same old crap, no passion, no urgency. Taylor does nothing too often. I'm a big fan of Jack Taylor. Really like Jack Taylor. But you're absolutely right, I think, today, from what I can gather. Had that chance right at the end. I've got Owen joining me. Owen, welcome to the show. What are your thoughts this afternoon? What are you thinking?
Oh, well, another fun day of championship football. It's great to be back in it, Martin.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, loving it. Look, on paper, Owen, this is a really good squad. I do buy into the fact it isn't quite ready. There are, of course, moving pieces, but on paper, and football's not played on paper, this is a really good squad. And today, did you really feel we were ever going to, create the opening to score a goal?
No, not really. But then again, quite often that feels the way with Ipswich. Like last season, I know we were up against much tougher opposition, but we go side to side to side to side to side to side, and maybe get a shot on target. 2 today. Oh, we're cooking now. No, I think Preston are a horrible team. I put in the Discord that they remind me of us under McCarthy because they are just they're dross but effective. Even when they, you can imagine watching them at home must be tough. But as soon as we gave away the penalty, I was worried. And when you don't have anyone to come on and help out with Hurst, because he can't be playing 90 minutes week in, week out, it's just going to happen. I thought there were moments. There were so many, I'm going to sound like McHenry, so many fine margins where there was nice passing. We'd get 5, 6, 7 passes. Like there are a couple. There's one where I think Jack Clark's about to get the ball through on the right and they just stop it. There's we got through it once or twice. McAteer, what a moment that might have been. Looked like, I need to give it everything.
Didn't hit the target with that, Owen. Surely he's got to hit the target from that position. Even if he doesn't score, he's got to hit the target, has he not?
That's where I missed Wes Burns. That would have been a classic Wes Burns goal, just racing him from the right after Leaf. It'd normally be Leaf, a player went along from the left and maybe Chaplin, whoever had done it, and then you'd see Burns come in. It felt like that would have been a bit classic Ipswich. But it's hard. As you know, there's a lot of back and forth in the Discord and everyone's got their own opinions, and rightly so, that it is early days. It can get better. Well, it can't get much worse. But it's hard at the minute.
Yeah. 2 points from 9. Joe says, this team's embarrassment, no intensity, no cohesion. We are less than the sum of our parts, which is opposite to the last time we were here. A wake-up call for the players and the manager. Steve says, blimey, that was worse than Barrow. Sam says, tick-tock, transfer window is closing soon. If we don't see new faces in, then I'm afraid we could be Luton 2.0, says Sam. I don't think it's quite that bad just yet. You never know. I mean, you don't know how the next remaining part of the season is going to go, but it has been a really bad start. 2 points from 9. You've played 2 of the top 6 sides expected. Preston have had a good start, but still 2 points from 9 is as bad as it could get, right?
Yeah, there's no beating around the bush. Derby next weekend, have to win that, no matter what, even if it's the ugliest 1-0 win and we only once again manage the odd shot on target. That needs to be a full week of proper training. because it seems like the passing and the tippy tappiness, it clearly is rubbing off, because there's a lot of nice moments. It's just not. I think individually, it does feel like there's a better set of players than we had when we last came to the Championship. But as you say yourself, we had that. Sorry, I'm just putting the next episode of Mickey Mouse Show on. We had that. We had the that teamwork where you just knew they knew where everyone was going to be. Whether it was Hurst, whether it was Leaf, whether it was Chaplin, whether it was Broadhead, whether it was Burns. It just Morsey. I know you question this substitution, but why the hell is Matasiwa coming off? Because he seemed the only player who was getting that ball down and going, right, we're going forward. And you saw the impact that Karius, you could see so much more classy on the ball. Why is he not coming on for Taylor?
I completely agree. Yeah, no, I completely agree. It felt like a predetermined sub, that one for me, because on the flow of the game, it really looked like Matasiwa was growing into it. He was the only one that seemingly was able to put through a ball towards Hurst that was a successful, or even anywhere near being successful. And he was really starting, from what I could tell, to really get a grip of the game, very much like he did last week against Southampton. So to hear him taken off, I was completely flabbergasted.
Yeah.
T says the club, the media, and some of the fans think we're better than we are. These performances are terrible given our advantage. Ipswich look like a toothless, poor team. I said at the start of the show, 15 shots, 2 on target, 11 attempts outside the box. We're not working the ball into the box enough, are we?
No, and we get close to the area and it's so tentative. When you think, I don't want to keep harking on about what was there before, but it was dynamic. The passing was, we'd go around, we'd go around the houses at times. But when it came to actually going for it and getting that ball in the area, it was fast, it was quick, and people were in the right areas. It seems at the minute we get the ball deep, and whether it's Taylor dropping deep to help out the centre-backs or whatever it is, you've got your 4 up front, but they're so far away from anyone else. There's no, before you'd have Morsey would be taking the ball and he'd start bombing forward, and Luongo would be staying back to cover, and then you could have your 4 up front, but you'd have a Morsey there to then play it to the right, and then you'd have a fullback running in. At the minute, we're getting plenty of bodies up front, but there's no one linking it up. Smodics, I like his effort. I like what he's about. I really like Sammy Smodics. This isn't me coming on, moaning about him. But as a 10, he's not linking it up, whereas we know Chaplin can. And I just think, should we just stop the little experiment of Clark, Smodics and Philogene? Even if it's just, right, let's leave it for a week. Let's see what it looks like with, I don't know, Ogbeni, Chaplin. And you could have Clark on the left, put one of the new lads on the left. Maybe we'll have an exciting Norwegian there. Who knows? It's just frustrating because there's so much effort there. You can see how much training's going into these players by the way that they try in different systems. But it's bloody, yeah.
It still looks to me like we still can't work out the plan on how to use Jaden Philogene and Jack Clark, and that's not great, because you've brought both players to the football club, and you suspect when you bring the players to the football club, they've got the plan, and maybe this is the plan that we're seeing unfold in front of us in terms of Jaden left, Jack Clark right. If that is the plan, I don't like the plan. Full stop. I think I don't think you're getting the best out of them. I really do not think you're getting the best out of either of those two players. And maybe that is the way forward. And maybe this time next year, I'm sitting here watching this show back thinking, that man did not know what he was talking about. And I pray to God I am. But right now, if you tell me, Owen, are you getting the best out of Jaden Philogene and Jack Clark on the left and right?
No, we're not. But the kind of the frustrating thing is that before Philogene got hurt in pre-season, Clark was having moments where he was running inside from the right and he was causing trouble. Philogene looked a completely different player. He looked confident. He was, he was taking the fullbacks on and he was getting in the area and creating and scoring. It's like, I know pre-season, we lost 5-0 to Charlton, was it years ago, and then won our first 4 or 5 games. So take pre-season with a pinch of salt, but it was looking like things like that were working, whereas now it's almost like the pressure's too much and they just all need to, they're all like, oh, we've got to slow down, got to go back. It's just, take the ball and run. You just think. I think at times it's Clark. We all know he's best at Sunderland when he was right out on the left wing.
Yeah,
Philogene,
exactly. Playing on the right.
Philogene. Yeah, he was on the right. He's sort of like you'd have Delap on the right sometimes, wouldn't you? And but Philogene, I think he'd be out on the right, sometimes even in the middle. It's not working. I mean, you've got a Benny on the right, who I've actually thought's looked really good when he's been playing. Actually, he's sort of surprised me. I didn't think we'd see the kind of desire, and well, not desire, but just he seems to have the bit between his teeth whenever he's playing. Well, but we're not seeing him now, so it's like I'd rather have seen him on the right, and I don't bloody know at this point. Stick bloody Smodix on the left if you have to.
No, fair enough. All right, Owen, I'll let you go. Thanks very much for popping onto the show. I really do appreciate it. I know your last minute decision, but thanks ever so much. I appreciate it. All the best. If you want to follow Owen's fantastic lead, you can do so. Hit the link, come on the show, have your say about whatever opinion you've got on your football club sitting 2 points from 9, being beaten away from home by Preston, who, were resolute, did everything they needed to do to win the game. Full credit to Preston for what they did. But I'm here as a Town fan wanting to discuss Ipswich Town FC, and that was, for me, just was not great. Was really not good. Don't forget we are partnered with Match Bingo. Combine the excitement of live sport with the thrill of bingo. Your card has 15 random events from a live football match, and you watch them get marked off as the game unfolds. It's a brand new way to enjoy live football. You must be 18 or over. Terms and conditions apply. And please, as I always say, gamble responsibly. Visit begambleaware.org for more information. Link in the description, or scan that little QR code on the screen by the Match Bingo logo now and to go and find out more information. I've got some comments here. We've got Sam, March 30th. Ashton's interview with the EADT saying we were protected by the sale of Delap. As of 23rd of August, we haven't replaced him. It's a fair point. It's a fair question. Obviously, you've got Hurst, you've got Akpom. Akpom came on today, didn't play centrally, from what I could tell. But that's your only two options you've got. Matasiwa went off. I thought Matasiwa was really good today. But who have we got coming on behind Matasiwa? Jens Kariusz, you expect will be a starter. Is Jet Taylor doing enough for you? And of course, the question in regards to your wingers, are they doing enough? How are you getting the best out of Jaden Philogene and Jack Clark right now? I don't think the answer can be yes, but maybe I'm wrong. Let us know what you think on it in the comments. James says, building team for the future of the Premier League, but forgetting the here and now. And what do we make of McAteer when he came on, by the way? What were your thoughts on the debut of McAteer? Had that one chance where he doesn't hit the target, and from the position, he's got to hit the target, has he not? Has he not got to hit the target from there? That's the only thing I can really criticise him on. Other than that, I don't think a lot went down that side when he came on, did it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. We are not precise enough, says John, playing the final ball, and when the opportunities to shoot did emerge, we seemed rushed and short of confidence. Yeah, I keep coming back to that. 11 attempts out of the box, 15 shots, 2 on target. We're not working those openings, are we? We're really not. Something's not working in that front four. Is it you're missing a piece in the midfield that can supply the balls to them? But at times you heard on the commentary, it felt a bit static. Players weren't quite happy to come to the ball, but not quite stretch, go in behind. It just felt a little bit too pedestrian in that front four. It can't be pedestrian, and it shouldn't be pedestrian when you look at the players you've got on the field. But it is only 3 games. It is only 3 games. The transfer window is still open. What does the club need to do between now and the end of the window? Let me know. And don't forget, we are live again tomorrow for a more in-depth reaction, more fan reaction, more just drilling in to the what, the where, and the how. Harp says some of our fans are fickle and flaky. I wouldn't call them fans, just noise. Harps, come on, have your say. Let us know more in the comments. Robert says we are too used to losing, which isn't a place you want to be, let's be honest. Although, hey, we were pre-season kings, weren't we? Everyone was coming out of pre-season full of the joys. Oh, to go back to pre-season. 3 games in. It's only 3 games. You've got to keep the perspective. Hard, believe me, having just witnessed what we've seen. It wasn't the best. We've got to keep the perspective. Derby coming up next Saturday. That game's obviously a much bigger game than perhaps it was before kickoff, because it's the home game. It's the chance to get 3 points on the board. But for me, it's what's the real concerning element is how little chances we create, how little opportunities we create to work the opposition goalkeeper. Was the Taylor sort of toe poke in the dying embers of the game one of the only two opportunities? Well, it was because you had two shots on target, but two shots, two chances to work the goalkeeper. That's not good enough. It isn't even like we're looking like a side that isn't quite getting it right, but we're working openings, we're not finding our scoring boots, etc., etc. Last week, however, at Southampton, hit the post, had a few opportunities. It felt very much a different situation. Adrian says no excuses after the international break. Kieran says it's hard to be happy, but it's only 3 games. I'm sorry, but I expected 7 points at least, but it's not. Alex says since Ashton's taken over the role of the 0, I will put my teeth in and my glasses on. Okay, I'm going to read a few more comments. There is a link. Should you want to come on the show, you've got a few minutes. You won't be on for long. You don't need a webcam. If you want to come on the show, have your say. Have it now. If not, wait till tomorrow or whenever, really. Or just, sit and stew at home. But this is a chance to come and talk about your football club however much you want to moan, praise, criticise, whatever, really. This is the place to do it. Real lack of ball carriers, says Mark, in this team. The lack of movement. I completely agree with that. Yeah, how slow do we move the ball still? Like last season, massive complaint was moving the ball. Move it quicker. Just don't do it. Just not doing it at the moment. You've got to hope, obviously, Yen's coming in, getting another 20 minutes, building him up. Let's get him. I mean, you saw some, you saw some flashes last season that really gave you the confidence that this is a division that he can be really effective in. Where do you play Akpom? Is he your replacement striker? If he is your replacement striker, and I know he can play a number of roles, should he have maybe come on more centrally today? Maybe gone on with a more conventional 2 up top? I wasn't quite sure where he was meant to be sort of playing when he came on. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Don't forget Stowmarket Osteopaths. Give Freddie a call, 01449613633. Physiotherapy, osteopath services. Freddie's the governor there. Tell him the gov at Talking Town has sent you. McKenna is under pressure now, says David. Surely. McKenna, I've got 2 back-to-back McKenna comments from Asmark, who says McKenna on borrowed time, and David, who says McKenna's under pressure now. I don't know about that 3 games in. Back-to-back promotions, 3 games in. It's not looking good in terms of play. I'll concede that, but I don't think we're anywhere near there yet. Are we? I'm not sure. So yeah, there we go. Preston 1, Town 0. 2 shots on target. Terrible is what I think it was. Judging by the comments, you also agree. I am back live tomorrow again at 5 p.m. this time with Ben. This has been my first ever solo match reaction for an away day. I hope I've done okay. I hope you've enjoyed it. I mean, I say solo. Owen was here, obviously, for a little bit of it. Big up, Owen. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've managed to get your comments in that you wanted to get in. Sorry, there's not a longer show. Although on that performance, am I sorry? No, not really. I need a drink. I need a takeaway. I need a terrible film. And I need to... Oh my God, we're back here already. I need to forget football exists for 2.5 hours. I mean, it's August. It's August. Shouldn't be like this already. It's going to be a long season. But one that... there was a long season left to play. We've got to remember that. We've got to keep the perspective. I'm struggling to keep the perspective. I'm struggling to keep the positives. But I thought Matchday was a real positive today for me. I thought he was, again, brilliant. But that's because I love Matchday. But there we go. All right. Thanks for watching. Cheers for tuning in. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. And there's many options out there that you could watch. So I really am appreciative. And if you want to come and join us on Discord, you can do so. Become a YouTube member today. Click join. It's $4.99. All the T's and C's are there. You get access to the Talking Town Discord server as a thank you, as a perk of membership. Come and discuss your football side. There is a live voice chat open over there right now called Pub Chat, where you can just come and discuss the club, the wider football, life, I guess. I mean, you can mention life if you want. I might even do a rate my take. Well, I won't really. But yeah, come and join us on Discord if you so wish to. But thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I'll stop waffling now and leave you in peace. You make me smile when I think of you. If I